This is Stacy from 555 Purple Alchemy, the founder and owner of 555 Purple Alchemy, and I welcome you to this video. And I hope that you find the content on this channel useful to you. Today I'm going to have an interactive conversation with my guides. For the past probably week or so, there has been an ongoing conversation about the 17th of February, what's coming up, how things, the potential of what is going to happen, my role in that, and just some other things. And they've made it very clear to me that I need to do a video and to release the video so that those that are looking for a place that they can go to within themselves, show them how to do that. So it is going to be an interactive conversation with them. So you will see me go in and out. And with my guides, my voice does change when they are coming through me. I think they sound different than the collective council. You may not think that they sound any different, but you know, to me they do sound different. But it's sort of the same thing. So when I'm talking like this is me. When my voice changes, I am speaking from my guides. And I want to introduce you to my guides. I have a group of 7, and Heber rarely comes out. He's sort of my grandfatherly-ish guide is what I call him. He appears to me as a man probably in his mid-80s, but very well groomed, complete white hair, a goatee, white goatee. He wears a fedora hat. He wears a tweed suit, wing-tipped shoes. He has a walking stick that is just gleaming. It's just this beautiful brown. And that's how he appears to me. And he is the one guide that has been with me through all of my lifetimes, is my understanding. So the 333 lifetimes that I have been made aware of, although I've been told that there are more, he's been with me through all of those. And then there is Jacob, and there is Rebecca, there is Zechariah, Victoria, Denzel, and Syringa. So they all have their own personality, and they all come to me with different messages depending on what's going on. Sometimes they speak as one, and I can always tell if it's Jacob that's delivering the message or if it's Zechariah that's delivering the message, because Jacob tends to be very straightforward. Zechariah tends to be a little softer, and Denzel is just kind of, give it to me straight. This is what you need to know. You may not like the message, but that's the message. And then Rebecca, I call her my shit or get off the pot guide, because she does not like it when I vacillate. She will come to me when she's just absolutely tired of watching me vacillate back and forth. It's like, you know what, either do it or don't, but commit or move on. And so, and I remember the very, very first time that I remember hearing her. I was doing Um, I was up in Wisconsin, and we were at the top of a rock, and so we were going to rappel off. And I have never rappelled, and so it was, they strapped me in, and I'm like going back and forth, rocking back and forth. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. And it's like, and I couldn't let go. I was so gripped with this fear, and this voice, as loud as you can possibly imagine, said, "What the fuck did you pay for it then for if you're not going to do it? Like, just do it already." And I went, "Yeah, why?" And I did, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun, and I did it again, and it was so much fun. And I haven't done it since, not because I don't want to, because I do, I just haven't had the opportunity to do it. But so that's just, her, and she just likes me to continue to move forward. And Victoria is the one that comes when I'm feeling down, and I need some encouragement, or I need just a shoulder. And she doesn't often say much. It's more just this really warm feeling that I get from her. Probably the one that I know the least is Syringa. She's sort of like Heber, in the fact that she only comes forward when she feels like her voice needs to be heard, because the wisdom that she wants to impart is things that I need to hear. So I don't hear from her much, and I use he and she because I'm 61. I'm used to identifying people as male and female, and but I am getting better, and they are a they. They, even though they come across as male or female to a large extent, they've also let me know that they are both, and depending on the circumstance, it's sort of like that's what encourages them to take on the qualities of masculinity or femininity. So so they are more a they than a he and a she, but I'm still growing. I'm still evolving, so that's the way it is. So that's just a little bit of who my guides are, and kind of like how this is going to go today. So I would like you to take a few deep breaths, and then I'm going to set an intention. And if the words don't resonate with you and you have a different mantra or intention that you would like to set, please feel free. So let's begin. I ask that all that is, all that has been, all that will be here with us. I ask that you guide us to the understandings that are being brought forth. I ask that you hold us in your love and light. I ask that only that is good and comes in unconditional love is allowed through. That we are protected from any entities, beings that wish to come into the space, that do not harmonize with pure love. And I ask that you are with whomever sees this video, no matter when that time is, knowing that they are seeing it in the perfect timing for them. We ask all of this with hearts that are filled with love and gratitude for all that is. Okay, so let's begin. So I am asking my guides, what is it that you are wanting to say to begin this conversation? Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful to be here. It is wonderful to be here. It is a time of unrest, and it is a time of change. It is a time that the world is deciding for itself what it wants to be, and all who are on this planet are making those decisions as well. And so we have asked Stacy to come forth with this video, to have this conversation with us, to help you understand what is going to happen, the potentiality of what is going to happen, and how you can prepare and how you can be fully aligned with the shift that is happening. This shift, you will have noticed the energy has already been changing. It has been changing for quite a while. You are seeing that things are moving faster. Some things, in fact, are moving slower because they are things that are not going to be able to move forward, so they are losing steam. But there are other things that are happening rapidly, and there are discoveries that are being made minute by minute almost. And it's because these things are to happen. These things are to be brought forward. So there is energy that you are already aware of that is happening all around you. And it actually has been happening for quite a while. We have said to Stacy that in many ways she and the world and many like her are in the final stages of labor. That you are birthing something new. You are birthing something that has not existed before. And so the pains of labor are great, but they are necessary in order for the birthing process to progress. So much of what you are seeing, much of what you are aware of, much of what you are feeling is all part of that. And so in this conversation, we will be talking about those things. This is a time of great change. But depending on how you set yourself for this change will be what your reality is. And it's not that you can't change that at some other point in your linear time, it will require much more work. The easiest time to do this is now, is before the culmination of it. So doing the work now, doing the work even during that time, is what will bring you to where it is you want to go. And so the first question we have for you is, where do you want to go? What kind of world do you want to live in? So what kind of world do you want to live in? For me, I want to live in a world where there is love and there is peace, that war is not something that is even an option, or violence is not even an option. I do not want to see that when somebody disagrees with somebody else, that the first thing that they go to is, well, I just need to kill them. That's not anywhere in the mindset. Where there is abundance for all, that everyone has an equal playing field, that we all have everything we need every single day. We have enough food, we have clothing, we have housing, we have the ability to have the things that bring us joy, that help us propel ourselves forward. I want that. I want there to be equality among all people, no matter ethnicity, no matter religion, no matter skin color, language, that none of it matters. And I also want it to be a world where we understand that Mother Earth is here for us, and that we need to be there for her, and that the plants, they are so integral to our daily existence, and that we care for them and we love them and we give them the reverence that they deserve. And the same for all of our animals, that they too are here for us, and we should be there for them, and we should love them and have reverence for them, and that we can communicate with them. So that's the world, and I could go on and on and on. I know that it sounds like utopia, right? I've been made very aware that even when we get there, that there's going to be discord, because we're humans, and humans by our very nature, even the best of us, have discord. And so there will be some discord. It just won't be like it is now. It won't be to the degree that it is now. And the other thing that I want, and I do want to mention this, is that I want contact with all of the beings from all of the other planets, star systems, universes. You know, the collective council comes through me, and so I know that all of them are out there, and I cannot wait to physically be there with them. There's something about being with them in my mind, seeing them with my mind's eye, having them speak through me, that is a beautiful thing, and I love that. I want to physically be with them in the same space, and to touch them and to interact with them. So I'm looking forward to that happening, and facilitating it any way I can. So, okay, so let's see what my guides have to say about all of that. We love that you have these descriptors right at the tip of your tongue to help you understand the world that you want to be in, the world that you want to take part in. And we say to you, all of this is available to you. It is about setting your intention. And what does that mean? It means living your life heart-centrically, that your thoughts, your words, your deeds come from your heart, come from your heart. That you do not live in fear, you do not live in anger, you do not live with I want vengeance, that all of that disappears because you are living from your heart. And so you are living in love, you are living in joy, you are living in compassion and community. You are looking out for your fellow human. You are loving all that are in this world, out of this world, on other planets, star systems, universes, all of it. That your love is so expansive that it reaches the very farthest reaches that you can possibly imagine, and even further still. Living in that love. And living in that love, you can't help but to see everyone for the soul that they are. And this is something that we have talked to Stacy about at great lengths. That one of the things that she has come here to do is to see people, every human being that she sees, meets, encounters, that she sees them for the soul that they are and not the human experience that they are having. Because when you get caught up in the human experience, what happens is you stop seeing them for all the things that they are, because you are only seeing them in that one moment, having that one experience, and then you are allowing yourself to have an opinion of them based on that. And that assumption is always false, because it is a minuscule moment in their lifetimes. But if you can see them for the soul that they are, then you can accept them for all that they are. And we always say you are never tasked with holding anyone's energy. That their energy is their energy for them to hold. That the only thing that you are being called to do is to hold space for them in love and acceptance. Love and acceptance is about letting them be authentically who they are, and you saying, I want to see the soul. And even in that, you are not forming an opinion, because you are accepting them. You are being non-judgmental of them. And in this is where you get to the point where violence will not be anything that is thought of. You don't even want to use the word tolerated, because it's just not going to be in the mindset. And so it's not even available to them. And so instead it becomes communication. How can I understand better? What are you here to teach me? What am I here to teach you? We can both be student and teacher. Learn from one another. And then you will continue to go from there. And when you talk about, when Stacy talks about wanting to live in a world where there is abundance for all, that is abundance for all. And the ones that are hoarding it now, well, they're going to cease to exist in your experience, in the life that you are seeing, because they do not fit. They are ones that are not aligned with love. They are not aligned with gratitude. They are not aligned with being one with the all. And so they are going to continue to live in a space where there is scarcity. But they will have what they want because they are willing to take it. So, but you don't need to worry about them because they will not be in your reality, in your space. Instead, it will be a space of how can we collectively take care of one another. You will see that monetary systems will always be because they are needed, but they will change. You will see a greater use of bartering. You will see a greater ability of working with one another to help everyone have exactly what they need. You will see people planting gardens and providing for themselves, but then providing for their neighbors. You will see the local carpenter who says, well, I need this and you have that, so how can we trade? What can I do for you? And so the bartering system will become very, very strong. There will not be a black market. So many of you are watching all of these doomsday shows, and there's always a black market, and we're saying to you, in this existence, that's not what it will be. It's there because the abundance is for all. And so there will be no need for a black market. You will be able to have whatever it is that you want for yourself, as long as it is in alignment with the life that you are living. So you will see changes in monetary systems and the use of money or not. So there's that. You talk about wanting there to be contact with beings from other star systems, universes, planets, and galaxies, and we say to you, it will happen. It will happen. And it will happen quicker in this space that you are all collectively creating than it will in the other space. Because the other space, there are certain things that need to happen in order for them to show themselves to them. But in this space, the space of love and community and gratitude, they will know that they are welcome, and so they will come. And so you will see very quick advancements in technology, in medical treatments, in the ways that you just live your everyday life. And this is what makes the abundance able to happen, because you will be harnessing energies that humans have forgotten how to work with. And so these beings that come, they are the reminders that we have already worked with these energies at some points in human existence, and they're just reminding us how to do it. But they are also teaching us new technologies, because just as we, and when we say we mean humanity, when humanity grows and evolves, then they have greater understandings, and that goes across every star system, a universe, galaxy, every planet. As those beings evolve, their understandings of things become greater and greater and greater, and they bring those those technologies forward. And so that's what happens. And so humanity will be given new technologies that they've never experienced before. So there's going to be a great unveiling of all of these things. And so you can sort of understand it as another industrial revolution, because when that happened, so many things changed the first time around. And so it will be that same sort of things that you will see great things change within humanity and on this planet. Stacy, what is your next question? So I guess my next question is, this sounds lovely and it's what I have wanted. And I think it's one of the reasons why every day I'm like, can I just go home? Because I don't align with this. I want to go home. And so, but what do we need to do to prepare? Can you give us practical advice as to what we can do to prepare? We can, and we will. So the first thing that we encourage everyone to do is just to breathe. And so the last video that Stacy put out with the Collective Council, they talked about breathing, the breath, the flow. And so if you have not watched that, we encourage you to watch that to understand the breath and the flow. And so it is about you breathing. It is about you settling into yourself. So in moments of just pure chaos, taking a few deep breaths, holding, releasing, and allowing yourself that moment to come back into yourself. But beyond that, there's more to all of this. The first thing that we say to you is to think about what we just talked about. What kind of world do you want to live in? And we want you to practice seeing it, feeling it, tasting it, knowing it. Use all of the human senses that you know to achieve those things, and really take the time several times a day to see it. And this is something that we will ask you to practice, not just now, but in all of your time on this planet during this incarnation, because you need to continue to visualize what it is you want to see in order for it to come to fruition. So that's the first thing. The second thing is getting rid of that does not serve you. Looking around yourself, looking within yourself, what does not serve you? Are you holding on to things that have no value in your life? Cleaning out closets of stuff, donating them to charities that truly work with those who are in need, giving it to shelters, giving it to organizations that make sure that it is given to families in need, children in need. So really going through your homes and getting rid of the things that you don't use, that do not need to be in your home. They are only cluttering that space. You haven't touched it in years. So donate it. And even when it's not clothing or shoes or those kinds of things, maybe they're decorations, maybe they're kitchen things, maybe they're those kinds of things. You can still take them to the shelters. Find out from the shelters who are helping families get back on their feet, who lost everything because of one thing or another. And allow those things that you've had that have brought you joy, that have helped you to bake or to decorate or whatever it is, allow it to help someone have that as well. And so when we're talking about going through your closets, going through your home, it's about all of it, and getting rid of the things that you don't use, that you don't need, that you don't want. By doing this, you are lightening the energy of your home, and your home holds its own vibration and energy. And so clearing it out is what will allow you to bring in the new. And we're not saying to then reclutter your home. We're saying allow it to be that space that is open and can breathe and can welcome in new energies that serve you. But you are constantly letting go of the energies that do not serve you. So keeping your home free from clutter is very important. And clutter can be paper, it can be stuff, it can be anything. But ridding your home of clutter. And now we go inward, getting rid of the clutter inside. So what does that look like? You're holding on to the past. To the past. You're holding on to what happened and why. You can't go back there, and you can't change it. You can't make it different. And so why are you holding on to it? It does not serve. So we say get rid of those things. If you want to hold on to the wonderful memories, the memories that make you laugh, make you joyful, make you happy, hold on to those. But the memories that bring you harm, fear, anger, frustration, anxiety, let go of them. Let go. They do not serve. Bring Archangel Michael in and ask him to carry away all of this, to transmute it into energy that is beneficial for all, to help you to get rid of all of the internal clutter. Archangel Michael is fabulous at doing that. And he loves to do that because he loves to watch you just lighten up. And you will notice when you do this work, when you declutter the inner you, that you become very light. And people will start to notice and they will comment, oh my gosh, you look so happy. Oh my gosh, the light is just shining through you. And it's because you're letting go of that does not serve, and asking it to be transmuted into energy that does. So important. So important. So do that work. And even now you can start the shadow work. And people think of shadow, they think bad. And we say, no, shadow good. Shadow good. Because shadow is what helps you to understand why you do certain things, or why you hold certain beliefs. So be introspective. Go within yourself and say, why do I feel like this? Why do I act like that? Why is that my first reaction? Whatever it is. And by doing this, you are releasing it. And so you can ask your guides, you can ask your archangels, your guardian angels to help you to remove these once they are fully known and understood. And again, all of this is allowing you to make space for that does serve you. You want a promotion, or you want to start a business, or you want to move, you want to start a family, you want to get married, you have these things that you want to come into your life, and for whatever reason you can't make sense of, it's not happening. Did you ever think that maybe there's just no space for it because you are so cluttered inside that there is no space? So by getting rid of these energies that do not serve, these actions that are not beneficial and do not come from the heart and do not come in your highest and purest good, that they can be transmuted, they can be lifted away, and you are making room. So always ask Archangel Michael, always ask your guides, your guardian angels, your archangels to work with you in releasing all of this to be transmuted into energy that is beneficial for all. The next point is sitting in meditation. And for some, you have been sitting in meditation for years. For some, it's a relatively new practice, and for others, you've never meditated. And in your mind, you say, I can't, I can't, I can't. What we say to you is, you can, you can, you can. There are many meditations out there. It's about finding the one that resonates with you. And you start slowly. You take baby steps. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes. And you just increase as you increase. And if it starts where it has to be guided because you feel like your mind goes to all of these other places, then start there. But always recognize that your mind, when it brings a thought to you, that you can acknowledge it and then fling it away. It does not have to stay. It does not have to go anywhere else other than that. And so being in silent meditation, even for a minute, and just recognizing the thoughts that come and then discarding them, is a wonderful way of being within yourself. So start where you are, continue where you are, and grow from where you are. And in these meditations, always set your intention of what it is you would like this meditation to be. Stacy usually does healing meditations where she is asking for healing for certain people. So she sets her intention to be there. And sometimes it's the intention of she wants to learn, she wants to grow, she wants to understand. So she allows things to come in that facilitate that. And then sometimes it's just about her learning how to fling those thoughts away. So meditation is part of this because it's allowing you to be with yourself, discovering yourself, using meditation to set intentions, to ground those intentions in. And then the last is to be in nature as much as possible. We know in several parts of the world there are catastrophes that are happening, and it's hard to be in nature and be joyful, but we ask that you try. And even if you cannot be in nature for whatever reason, allowing yourself in meditation to have that picture in your head, and then you are. But for those that can, put your feet, your hands in Mother Nature, in Mother Gaia, whether it's walking on grass or sand, whether it's being in a desert or snow, or swinging on a swing, dancing in a field of flowers, climbing a mountain, skiing down a hill, whatever it is, just be there in Mother Nature. Be with her, because this grounding will help set the intention to help solidify your intentions. And so we are asking that you do this. So those are what they keep telling me as well. This is something that they have brought forth for me probably for the last couple of years. And right now I'm in a place, hence the tank top, where it's very warm. And so I'm able to spend a lot of time outside. And there's a small, it's small, but at least it's there, a patch of grass, and I go and I put my feet in that grass. I try every day. And so for me, being out with Mother Nature, in Gaia, with Gaia, it's wonderful being here and being able to do that. And this morning my mind went on, oh my gosh, I want to start, when I get home, I want to start doing my seeds so that I can grow some vegetables this summer. And I have a peach tree that is now about 15 months old, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see the leaves that come on this peach tree, and I'm so excited. I love my peach tree. But doing all of that, it's like this thought of, oh my gosh, I want to plant, I literally want to get my hands in Mother Earth and plant and just watch it grow and know that I'm helping to facilitate that. So all of that has been coming through for a while and keeps coming a little bit more intensely. So thank you for bringing that forward. I really appreciate it, and I hope that helps you. So my next question is, I have been told that I am to picture myself as a palm tree, and that's what I'm looking at right now. But this was told to me not anywhere where I was looking at palm trees. In fact, I was looking at probably a foot of snow. But for me to picture myself as a very tall palm tree, and that there is a hurricane, and I am just swaying back and forth, and yet because my trunk is so strong that I can do that. I can bend, but I do not break. And along with this palm tree is this area of sand, this beautiful area of sand, and then this very lush jungle. And then of course there's water. And that this is my island. This is my island. But I want to come up with a name other than my island, because I'm inviting you all to come there. I'm inviting you all to picture that in your mind's eye, and knowing that that space is a place that you can go in your mind for a respite when chaos is happening. I invite all of you there. And I ask, once you come, that you hold space for all that are there. So I ask that you set the intention of holding space and acceptance that you come with the intention of holding space in love and acceptance for all that are there. And that you just experience the peace of this place. So whether you're sitting on the sand underneath the palm tree that I am, or putting yourself in the water and just being with the palm tree with me, or you're out in the very lush jungle and you're just getting those beautiful, wonderful smells, the smell of the salt water, but yet of the green, of all the plants, the flowers that are giving off their aroma, that you're in a state of peace, but you're also in a state of gratitude that this is available to you. So I want them to kind of explain it a little bit better because they're so much more graceful with their words than I am. So I'm going to ask them to explain it a little bit better. So will you please explain to all what this is? So this is a place that does physically exist. It is a place that Stacy has been to in other lifetimes. And because she's been there in other lifetimes, she has had this with her in many of her lifetimes. We gave her the visual when she was personally going through some very chaotic time in her life, and she needed a respite. And not just the respite of sleep, but truly the respite of being somewhere where she felt completely held and that she could just be. So we brought her back to this island and we showed her this palm tree and we let her know that she planted that palm tree. And so her feeling for the peach tree that she has is much the same feeling that she has for this palm tree, because she knows that she planted it, that she cares for it, has always cared for it, and she has watched it grow and grow and grow, and she inhabits that tree. So that tree is her. And so she is grown and grown and grown. And with this growth, she has had many hurricanes come. And so she has learned how to sway and to bend and to be straight. To sway, to bend, and then to be straight. Giving shelter to those in need, and sustenance in ways that is needed. But she too visualizes this in her mind's eye. And one of the understandings that we gave to her not that long ago is there was a lifetime where she was accused of being a witch, many lifetimes actually, but this one particular, she was accused of being a witch that did magic with the devil, but we still are not understanding what that is. And she was set on fire. She was put at the stake and she was lit on fire. And we said to her, go to your island, go to your island, go to your island. And she did. She was sitting with her back against the palm tree, allowing the palm tree to give her the energy, the love, and the support. And she had her feet in the sand and in the water, and she was truly there. She was no longer in that body that was a light. And because she was no longer in that body, she did not feel what the body was going through. She had left. She was gone. That body disintegrated in the flames. But she was still whole. She was on this island. And it was available to her in other lifetimes. And it's usually the first stop she makes after she transitions from a human body back into the soul. She loves to go there. And so we have asked her to make this available to anyone and all that wish to come in pure love and gratitude. You will notice if you come with ill intent that you cannot enter, that you may be able to see something, but you're never seeing the whole thing because you are not allowed in. But when you come there in love and gratitude, seeking calmness from the chaos, that it comes so easily to you. And you will get a whiff of the salt air that will be the first thing that hits your senses. Stacy is smelling it right now. And then you will feel this gentle breeze, though the air is still where you are. And then you see the palm tree, and then the water, and then the lush jungle, the flowers, the songs of the birds and the insects, and the soft sounds of all the animals that are there. And you know that you can be here for as long as you need to be here for that respite. So if you have not discovered your place, this place is for you. And we have asked Stacy to invite you in, and we invite you in. We ask that you come in love and gratitude and joy. And stay for as long as you need. And let others know that this place is available. It is available. And you have the ability to create your own. Ask your guides, where is my respite? What does my respite look like? And allow them to paint the picture. And you too will discover that this is some place that you visit, that you have visited in many lifetimes, and that you made. But it is about knowing in that instance that there can be a hurricane that is happening around you, but you do not have to partake. That you can be calm. You can be center. You can be strong. And all of this that is happening out there does not affect you. And you look at everything, and people are running around and they're crazy, and you don't understand. It's like a nonplus for you. And you understand in that moment that when you don't allow the chaos to come in, then you can withstand it. And it doesn't matter. That you understand that the chaos that is for them is the chaos for them. It is not the chaos for you. And Stacy was listening to a segment that Pam Gregory did yesterday, and it was beautiful. And she talked about why doom scrolling is not beneficial. That understanding that all of these things that are happening have to happen, because the wood snake, the shedding of the skin of the wood snake, has to happen in order for the new to come. A snake cannot get a new skin if it holds on to the old. And so it sheds that skin, allowing a new skin to come. And the fire horse is happening on the 17th of February, which is why we were talking about this. In Chinese astrology, it is the year of the fire horse. And Perry talked about it, and how both fire and horse have the 2911 energy and what that means. All of this in culmination is an understanding that this is a great time for humanity. But all that is happening has to happen. All of this has to be set on fire, has to be shed in order for the new to come in, for what it is that you are asking the world to be. Pam said, nothing can be built on a rotten foundation. And she is true. It is true. It is so true. And so what you want to build, it needs a solid foundation. This is why we are asking you to declutter both your physical presence and your inner presence, to meditate, to be heart-centered in all your thoughts, words, and actions, to set your intention every day to be in love, to be in flow, to understand your breath, and to go to the island where chaos is not. Because in doing all of those things, you are building a solid foundation, which is what will allow this to be. So we encourage you to do all of these things. We also encourage you to listen to others, see what they are saying, and do what resonates with you. These are the things that resonate with Stacy. This is why she's bringing it forward. But it may not all resonate with you. So find those things that bring you joy, that resonate, that uplift you, that raise your vibration, your energy, your frequency, allowing you to raise your own beacon as high as you possibly can. And you invite others to your space of calm and peace. And when we are all inviting each other into our places of calm and peace, in love, then you're living in that world. So we give you this information in love and joy from our hearts, from Stacy's heart. And we hope that this gives you a greater understanding. We love you. We love you. We love you. And namaste. Holy cow. Yeah, so come visit. I would love to have you. They've also said to me that there will be many that come that I won't even know. It's not like I'm gonna be the gatekeeper. You can come, you can't. It's not how it works. I mean, I'm opening it up and I'm inviting you in. Come in love and peace and gratitude and community and compassion. And I mean, it's open to you. But you know, I'm not gonna necessarily feel you there. I'm not gonna necessarily know your name when you come. So it's this space that is open, and it's more the frequency, the vibration of the space that's important. So yeah, so come. You're welcome anytime. So I'm going to close that out, and I say to my guides, thank you for all of this lovely information. And if you feel called to have a session with them, you can visit my website, 555 Purple Alchemy, and you can book a session. I do Akashic record readings. I do conversations with your guides to help you, the collective council. I do Reiki, and got some other things kind of in the works. So please visit my website and subscribe to the email. I don't send many out, probably once a week, because I do a blog, and so when the blog goes out, you'll get an email. But I don't like to inundate anybody's inbox with stuff, so I try not to. And then also subscribe to this channel, and also invite anybody that you think might resonate with it or get something out of it, I would love for you to pass me along to them so that they can see this. And I'm here to learn. I'm also here to teach. I am student and teacher. I am seeker and I am sought. And I love the duality of it all, and it really is a beautiful thing. So come. I look forward to meeting you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or put them in the comments, and I do read them, and I will get back to you. All right. So in love and light and wisdom, I wish you a good day.